Hello everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be playing another game of Total War Warhammer multiplayer. I'm the strategy professor. Let's see. Sure what I want to play here. Kind of like this new Empire Accounts build that I'm running. Not sure if this would be good against Bretonnia though. Relies on a lot of large units and they're going to have a lot of halberdiers. I'm going to have a lot of regeneration though. Could switch over and do more Grave Guard. And thanks for hanging in there with me, by the way. I just got back from vacation for Labor Day, so I know I haven't posted a video in a few days. I'm going to try to post a few up here for you. Let's go on that. I just want more Grave Guard, like a lot of Grave Guard. They don't have good anti-infantry over there, but they do have a lot of anti-large. Like they're going to have halberds, spears, all that kind of stuff. So they're going to be expecting a lot of anti-large, I believe. Or they're going to be expecting a lot of large units, rather, I believe. So run this. A little bit light on the infantry. Quite a lot of infantry. Let's see, what else? I would like some poison, more poison in there. Do poison? That doesn't do poison. He, of course, does poison. I don't think I want to get rid of any of this stuff. I don't even remember, honestly, what all I have in there. So it's been a few days, but I think I want to keep most of that. Let's just get rid of one more zombie and we'll throw in additional Grave Guard here. So we are a little bit light on zombies. Let's throw in one more upgrade there. That looks fine. Okay, so I think this will be good. This is my Helmand Gorst build that I used in the last video that I posted up, I believe, against Dwarfs. And he's basically just a huge bargain. He's not going to be that awesome in fighting by himself, but I went through a cost analysis of him, I believe, it's the Vampire number 10 episode. Cost analysis of him, and if you pick him, you basically start with an extra something like 500 to 1,000 gold worth of stats that he gives out in his auras. So he's not impressive to fight, but just think of it as getting like a free pack of Crypt Horrors, maybe even 2 free packs of Crypt Horrors. He's a huge bargain. Especially if they don't focus him out, like, it's a big problem. Trust me, he's extremely strong. Alright, let's see here. These is kind of our flanker units. 3 group. I think flying's out of fashion now. We'll see. It's very expensive. This has made the Vampire counts a lot better, I believe, overall. I mean, they had a pretty good air game. But I think Empire's was definitely the best. So, I think he's just quite strong. Just all of these auras that he gives out are just insane. I mean, look at all these. I go through them in the first time I used him, I believe it was Undead 10. It's just so many spells he can cast, so many auras. So you really just want him right in the middle of the fight. But you don't necessarily even have to have him fighting, because he's going to do passive damage with his Reliquary of Corruption, and then his Master of the Dead also gives a ton of HP regeneration. So, where are they? Okay, those are up front. Alright, that's fine. Let's see what they have over here. Just start walking towards him. Now, he's very slow, though, so he's pretty easy to snipe and pick off if they want to. Let's see, what are they? 3 paladins, probably with all potions. What else here? Halberds, what are these? Knights of the Realm. Okay, so this is like a 1.2 build, basically. Knights of the Realm, yeah, pretty standard. So we want the Crypt Horrors into the Knights, we want the Cairn Race into the Knights. The rest of the stuff should just mow their front line. Mow it like it's mowing grass, like, hopefully. We'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and just slip these over here then as kind of my anti. Um, so I need to put them back, just cover him up, just in case they want to dive bomb me or something. I don't know what they're gonna try to do. Just want them all around him. Yeah. Here comes the cheese. Guys, attack him. Why aren't they? Lagging pretty hardcore here.
There shall be darkness. See to it. With haste. Swiftly.
Alright, we'll see. Let me see. Now, if I can just last a little bit longer, I might be able to get one more heal off. We'll see. This lag's pretty killer. Jeez, I really not even have enough mana for one more heal?
From the grip swiftly. If you insist. With haste. The night is ours. Swiftly. Very well. With haste. Swiftly. Rise, rise, rise. Ha, ha.
Alright, so let's see here. So, it's pretty annoying that I can't really attack anything in there, basically, because, I mean, I have him totally surrounded. But let's see if we can kind of rotate out to the side here. I mean, I don't know how none of these things have died yet. And he's not even using the vast majority of his army, and I just have him completely surrounded. But I can't just get any more hits on him, so I've got to rotate out here, I think, with... At least with, the, like, the Wraiths, probably. I mean, the Wraiths are good at causing terror. And I don't think they're focusing him out anymore. It's a weird match. I'm trying to save up until I can get a double tap on it. I don't remember how much it is. I think it's like 11 or something like that. Yeah, let's get in there. How are... Those things are full health. Like, I thought they just fixed that this patch. Are my guys just, like, not landing any hits on them or what? Like, what's the deal? Alright, let's get back in here. Like, how in the world are they full health? I don't have enough for 2 taps. I can't tell. Probably not. I mean, I didn't like going undead into Bretonnia last patch. I thought it may have changed a little bit this patch. Yeah, and I still don't like it. I mean, it's just too abusable with the sky, I guess. I mean, I thought they nerfed the Flying Lords, but obviously they haven't really that much, so... Guys, get... And this lag is killing me. I don't even know what's causing this lag. Oh, I'm not uploading anything. I think it was 11 for a double tap. Right, this should do it, right? Yeah, there we go. Alright, now I'm about to kill his lord. Yeah, let's focus on his lord here really quick. Get his lord, get his lord, get his lord. Make him pay the price for this. Alright, no, forget it. Just, I don't even know. I don't want to kill their little dudes. Let's go ahead and just ignore them, go kill these things. Yeah, like, you shouldn't be aiming for their lords like that, but they, like, forced me to. Because they just straight up went down and tried to murder my, my lord. Assassinate my lord, essentially. They're still focus firing him, I think. Guys, get out of this. Go fight these things. Like, forget the lords. Yeah, just get out there and kill them. Yeah, just let these raids deal with them. Go over here and kill them. Yeah, I'm trying to double tap. I know people have said, hey, why don't you double tap instead of single tapping? But look how fast I tap this. You hear the delay on the tap? It doesn't respond well. As well as click plus R. Double tap just can't keep up with how fast I tap it. Alright, let's get out here. I know people have suggested, oh, just go double tap and that'll fix it. It's like, it doesn't. It really doesn't. Like, I've tried it in Attila and I didn't like it. Okay, what's on him? Nothing? Let me go ahead and just pop another heal on him just in case they... Oh, he's already hit his replenishment max. Alright, yeah, let's get over here and kill these then. Good, get them. Now let's go get these guys. So he's taking a lot of damage. I might be able to win this. It was looking rough, but it's totally possible that I could win this. His lords are getting a little whittled down here. This is rough. I need to reform these guys over here and get them near Gorse. They have such low HP. His lord is able to fly up and heal. Is that, what's his name? Yeah, of course. So he just heals passively. And those things just, I don't even know. I thought they nerfed potions, but... Thought they nerfed potions. But maybe not. Okay, good. Got terror on them. See if we can get some fight going on with these guys. What do we have over here? These guys are winning this, I think. Pretty close. These guys should be able to win this, I think. And I'm hoping I can cause some terror over here on these guys. Yeah, we got him. Or at least we got one of them. That guy, I don't know what he's doing. Let's get over here and kill these things. Yeah, Flying Horde's still a major problem.
I will bathe in their blood. Maim and kill.
I don't know who's gonna win this, actually. It's pretty close. It's pretty close for sure. I think if I come over here and clean this up, I can maybe win. We'll see. Okay, so they're done. Let's see if we can get down here and get these. He's just gonna fly away. Probably just gonna fly away, though. Yeah, of course. Of course. All of his guys, you know, have super high morale with like 2 health left or whatever this guy has. So, I'm not really sure what the plan is here. I think we have to go for probably these guys that still have ammo. These guys don't have ammo left. Let's get running. They'll probably come down and charge Cycle My Lord here in a second. Let's go ahead and pop a heal on, what are these? Pop a heal on some Graveguard here. Why are these moving so fast? Spearman at Arms running like 50 miles an hour? Alright, where are they? Gonna land on my dude? Of course they are. And then they're gonna fly away after they kill him. Yeah. They just actually killed him on the charge right there. They just literally charged and killed him. And then they just fly away. Yeah. So, still a major problem. Still exploitative as bleep. So yeah, you just can't do Undead into Bretonnia or Empire still. It's just, you know, I thought they fixed it, but they just really didn't. So, you really have to do something that punishes that style of gameplay. So that means playing probably Dwarf into this. Either Dwarf or Empire. You need handgunner / thunder type of units to deal with this. So I wish I could play it cool and just play, you know, an infantry type of fight, but people are still just going to exploit it and run like 50 paladins with double pots and just charge cycle you if you're undead. So, yeah, I mean, they basically won the entire fight. I mean, you saw they just charged it on my guy at the start and pretty much knocked like 80% off his health off the charge. And then I managed to heal up. Then I had to completely surround him just so they wouldn't keep charge cycling me and killing the guy. So I probably should have fanned out some units much earlier, especially the knights. And I should have potentially run more Karen Race to cause terror just to get up and, like, you know, make their knights their own flee. I mean, I had Leon Kerr down to like 10 health, but he went up in the air and healed up, you know, quite a lot. And of course, this guy had half his morale left, even though he had like 10 HP. So why he didn't run, I have no idea. But obviously kind of salty about it. You know, I really was hoping. I haven't seen this that much in this patch. I've only played about 10 or 11 games maybe this patch. But it's just really disappointing that Bretonnia can still abuse that. I know it seems like they fixed it quite a lot with Empire. Like for instance, like the Light Wizard with a Pegasus now is like 500 gold for the Pegasus. But let me see how much those are. Those Paladin pieces of trash. Let me see. With flying. Leon Kerr, it still is only 500 for his Bequist, or 450 for that. So they didn't change the cost on Bretonnia at all, I don't think. Hippogriffs maybe, but you almost always got the big one anyways, I think. So you can grab that. Let's see. Yeah, give everybody 8 melee attack. Oh, that's disabled. Okay, so that's kind of like the Dwarfs thing. There's his healing. Yeah, that's really good. Here are those. I guess you can keep that. I'm just trying to see how much it costs over there for all of his stuff. That's decent. I don't know if he would pick that up or not. And what, just 3 paladins, max lords. Yeah, it's only 400 instead of 500, so that's still very affordable. Knock off all that. Double pot. Yep, 1050 for a flying lord that can just go in and just pick off whatever he wants, fly away. It's extremely powerful, especially your spearmen are only 300 and they're really good. Your peasant bowmen just got a huge buff, 160 range. I mean, these are basically the equivalent of crossbowmen. They're very, very close to the Empire crossbowmen, but they cost, you know, like a quarter less. So, very powerful. These things are much better than Empire Knights and cost just as much. So yeah, I mean, I think Bretonnia is really strong right now because if you're willing to abuse the Paladins, because they didn't nerf them. They nerfed all the other Flying Lords, but they didn't really nerf this at all. I mean, this might have been 350, maybe. But the thing is, they didn't rely on magic. Their magic's always been pretty terrible with the Damsel. And so the nerfs to magic missiles don't hurt them at all. And that means that you can have these flying ores and they can't get sniped out by Gaze of Nagash or Shim's Burning Gaze anymore. So that really benefited Bretonnia quite a lot. They're very difficult for undead to take down because almost all of their infantry, in fact, literally all of their infantry has a bonus versus large. And they're really cheap infantry that are very good. So, yeah, I mean, these have shields. The Empire kind with shields, I think, cost 400 gold, so these are much cheaper than Empire version. These are extremely cheaper than the Empire version. So yeah, I mean, if you're willing to just spam the Flying Lords, just grab 3 of those things, and just get out there and basically do what that guy did, just charge cycle. You can win a lot of games. I guess I'll play a couple of Bretonnia games just to showcase that. It's not very hard to pull off. That guy didn't even really execute it that well. He wasn't even using his archers half the time. He wasn't using his pole arms or spear. Like, he could have completely surrounded me when I surrounded him from the top. He was doing some charge cycling, but he basically didn't even use his pole arms or infantry at all most of the battle. So Bretonnia might be the new big kid on the block. We'll see. They're certainly very good against undead. So we'll try it out. But anyways, thanks for watching. I guess I'll go ahead and post this up just to show you that double pot Flying Lords are still very alive and well in Bretonnia, so they didn't really get a nerf at all, and actually they got a huge buff because they nerfed the other Flying Lords for the other factions and the missile units. Because before, you know, a major risk of running something like a Flying Paladin with double pot is that a Gaze of Nagash or something like that could literally kill you in one hit. And so you were really disincentivized from running these types of Flying Lords because you just get killed in one shot. But now they can't one-shot you. You can just heal through most of it. So, I don't know what the answer is. It's undead. I mean, because if I were to run the Flying Lord, if I were to run the other guy, other than the Necromancer that I ran, they're just going to fly and kill him in the air, right? So if I run the Flying Lord, they're just going to chase him across the whole map, all 4 of them, and kill him, and I'm going to have no counterplay to that. I mean, I guess I could run... I don't know. I mean, I guess as undead, I could run a lot of these Vargeist things and maybe kill them. That might be what you have to do. You just run the Vargeists. Like maybe this guy or something. I don't know. It's really hard. It's like Bretonnia is a terrible matchup for undead. It was last patch. It still is pretty bad this patch. Because what if they don't run those Flying Paladins? What if they just run a lot of Peasant Bowmen and Men-at-Arms? You know, Men-at-Arms just crush these things. Like, it's just not even close. They just obliterate these. And they obliterate anything that's large. They obliterate Cryptors, these, Vargeists, Terrorgeists, Blood Knights. I mean, almost anything in your arsenal except for Graveguard are very good against Bretonnia. Unless they're running all those Flying Lords like they do and they just snipe out your hero. So, I don't know. I'll have to put it in the tank and think about it. Yeah, like I said, I think it would be Dwarf or Empire would be the best thing to beat his build. Just something that can destroy Flying Lords, like hardcore. I mean, that used to be Empire with Shim's Burning Gaze, Wizard, the Net, and just a bunch of handgunners. So maybe that's still the solution. You just net them with Net of Amantak, overcasted, 42 seconds, just sit there and just gun them down with your handgunners. I guess that's still probably the solution to it. And shoot them with like your cannons or something while they're netted. I don't know. We'll try out some different things, but thank you very much. It's going to be it for this video. I'll go ahead and post it up just to show you that the abuse is still alive and well. And And I might run one of those with Bretonnia. I know people would probably be mad at me for doing it. Because they're like, oh, Flying Lord potion spam. And I get annoyed by it too, but I know some people out there like playing it. And you want to gain some points. Bretonnia, you know, some people think they're underpowered because they don't have much of a roster, but their units are very good for their cost. They're like Empire on steroids, cost-wise. Like I showed you, the Spearmen are about 25% less, and the Archers about 25% less. So they may not have a huge unit selection, but they have extremely cheap and effective Flying Lords with potions. They have missile units that are very cheap and effective, and they have spear units that are cheap and effective, and they have cavalry that are very cheap and effective. So they're extremely good. Their magic's terrible. They don't have any large monsters. They don't have a lot of versatility, but they're just really good at what they do. They have just great, undercosted, nuts and bolts kind of things to win fights. So I think they're extremely strong right now. But thank you very much. It's going to be it. If you enjoyed this, please check out the other videos on the channel. We have a ton for just about every faction. Well, not just about every faction, but lots of vampire counts, lots of greenskins, lots of empire, and lots of dwarf. So I will do some more beastmen. I will do some more Bretonnia and such. But just haven't gotten there yet, but we will. Then we have legendary campaigns going for every single faction except for Chaos. We will do Chaos eventually. But if you want to see a nice, clean campaign, no auto-resolve abuse, no multi-town sacking, no assassinating lords on the campaign map, go check those out. Those are a lot of fun. You know, I've had a viewer recently comment that, oh, you know, asking me to pick up the pace a little bit, that it's a bit slow, especially in some of the first episodes, and it is. I mean, it's going to be, right? Because I go really in depth about the different strategic elements to help you play the best game that you can play when you play your own campaign. So yeah, of course it's going to be slower than other streamers that don't explain their decisions and just auto-resolve their way through an entire campaign of 15 episodes. Of course. Like, that's just not what we do here, you know? I'm sorry, that's not what we do. Now, the pace does get faster as the campaigns unfold, and I don't have to explain as much, but just the sheer fact that I actually fight out the vast majority of fights, you know, I fight probably 80 or 90% of the fights in the campaign, that's gonna naturally make it slower, right? Because, you know, a fight takes at least 10 minutes, sometimes 15 minutes if it's a great fight. Whereas auto-resolve takes about 2 seconds when you click it, right? But why go through it quickly? You know, if it's good fights, I think the best part of most campaigns are really good fights. So why rush that? Why rush through the fights when you have plenty of fights, plenty of great content that shows up in the campaigns that you can enjoy? And yes, the campaigns take a bit longer, but why rush through it? Who cares about the ending, right? It's about the journey. It's about enjoying the fights, enjoying the great decisions, enjoying the journey. And just because something says it's auto-resolve 80% does not mean it's really an 80% win if you actually go in and fight it, especially on Legendary. There's some fights where it says I'm 80% favorited that I've actually lost. I mean, there's some other ones where it says I'm 10% favorited and I actually win. So the auto-resolve, you know, I've explained it a lot, but it's not accurate to what really happens in actual battles, especially on Legendary, because I don't think it accounts for Legendary stats that well. So do check it out. I apologize if they're a little bit slower than some of the other campaigns out there on YouTube, but I think they're more thorough, more engaging, and just more fun to watch and to play the way that I do it. So do check those out. Those are a ton of fun. And I'm going to make a few more videos tonight before I cash in. So thank you very much. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you next time.